Hi there. Thank you for joining us today to talk about our new product catalog known as Catalog 2.0. For those of you that are already on the new catalog or in the process of migrating over, we'll use this webinar today to talk about what's new in Catalog 2.0, including the new layout, features, and how you can use it to streamline your workflow. I'm Sally Lee, Senior TPM from the Roku Subscriptions Enablement team. For the first half of this session, I'll walk through all the new features of the Catalog 2.0. Then I'll be joined by Dennis Wong, Senior Partner Engineer, who will demo the features and explain how to use them. Finally, we'll be joined by Jijo Joes, Senior Partner Engineer, and Jonathan Duval, Senior Technical Writer, for a live Q&A session. You can go ahead and submit your questions using the Slido link below for the Q&A. You can also find this link in the webinar blog post and in this Zoom chat. Once you ask a question, your fellow attendees will be able to upvote or downvote it, which will help determine whether it gets read on air. Please be aware that while we will not comment on our roadmap or make other forward-facing commitments during the Q&A, we do welcome future requests and other suggestions around what would help make the Roku OS better. If you have to leave early or want to share this session, we will be posting a recording of this on the Roku Developers YouTube channel, Roku Developer Video Portal, and the Roku Developers channel. So without further ado, let's get started. On our agenda today, I'll walk you through what the Catalog 2.0 is, what the new structure looks like, and some of the key benefits and features. So with the new product catalog, these are the three areas I want to highlight. One, you have an easier way now to manage your products. You can create a product, then create multiple purchase options under it to accommodate different billing cadences and different promo terms. In addition, you can schedule price changes for both new and existing users directly in the catalog, along with creating cancellation offers. With the new catalog, there are several new features, which are add-ons, in-app bundles, and quarterly billing, which we'll talk about more in the next few slides. And keep in mind, we are constantly looking to improve our catalog, so new features may be coming down the line in the future. And one other thing, these new features do require additional API development work, which we can talk about later as well. So let's look at what the new catalog structure entails. At a high level, we now have a parent-child relationship to represent products and purchase options. A product can be any audio, video, etc. content that you want to sell, and purchase options are the different ways that you can sell this product. For example, something that could be billed monthly or annually. You can use the product groups as well now to restrict which products users can sign up to prevent double billing. And similar to 1.0, SKUs will be used to refer to these product purchase options combinations, and they cannot be changed after the purchase option is published. And this is what the new catalog layout looks like. As you can see, there are multiple tabs organized for products, purchase options, and product groups. And here in the purchase options view, you can see all the purchase options associated with a product. This is where you can configure the options to set the billing cadence, offer any free trials or limited pricing. And in the product groups tab, you can create mutually exclusive groups for your products. The grouping also allows users to upgrade or downgrade their subscriptions within the group. And let's now get into some of the key benefits and features of 2.0. The new catalog, as you can see, has a streamlined UI that is more intuitive and easier to navigate. The main functionalities are organized into 3 separate tabs, and you can use search to filter and sort through all the available items in each tab. On this page, you can see how to edit your purchase options, also create a purchase option which you can store, then publish later, which you can find in your drafts folder. And once you create purchase options, you can also clone existing ones to reduce some of the redundant work if you want to create a purchase option that may be similar down the line. To schedule price changes for new and existing users, you can set a start and end time, and that would be in the case of creating limited time offers, and even select how you want to notify your customers. So these are some of the configurable options that you have under price scheduling. And moving on to cancellation offers. So cancellation offers, what they can do is you can offer discounts to users when they try to cancel their subscriptions. This would help retain the users at the time of cancellation. So when a user tries to cancel, they'll be presented with these offers, which you can configure to set eligibility, duration, and then the discounted price. If the customer were to accept the offer, their subscription will be set to the offer terms at their next billing cycle. So this is a new neat feature that is designed to help retain customers. Lastly, we have add-ons and bundles. Add-ons allow partners to offer additional upgrades on top of a base product. With add-ons, you can offer customers premium content, additional apps, and other upgrades that they can bundle with their base subscription. And with bundles, partners can combine a base product with either another base product or one or more add-ons to sell to users in one package. Keep in mind that add-on products can only be bundled with their prerequisite base products. These features do require additional API development work to enable. And for more information on the integration details and to learn more about these features, you can always head on over to our developer docs. And that concludes our Catalog 2.0 walkthrough. I'll hand it over to Dennis now for the demo. Dennis?
Hi there. I'm Dennis Wong, a partner engineer at Roku. Today, I'm going to give you a demo of the new product catalog feature in the developer dashboard. The new UI makes it easier to manage, search, and create products. In the new product catalog feature, there are multiple tabs that organize the products. On the first tab, there is a list of products. A product represents a service that customers can subscribe to for video, audio, content that you offer. Examples of products include an ad-free or ad-supported subscription, a one-time purchase such as a movie rental, sporting event, or pay-per-view. The next tab is the list of purchase options. A purchase option specifies the product's billing period, pricing, and any free trials or discounts offered for it. For example, if you have an ad-free product, you could have one purchase option for a monthly subscription that costs $9.99 with a free 7-day trial. You could then also have another purchase option for an annual subscription that costs $99.99 with no free trial. So each product can have one or more purchase options. The new UI streamlines the workflow to manage the products in your catalog and makes it easier to offer promotional deals and make price changes. Another benefit is that you can now sort, filter, for example, like this, search or page through the lists. So if you have long lists, you can page through. The third tab is for the product exclusivity group. I have to add my products, my mutually exclusive products in the product exclusivity group because, as an example, you can be billed for the ad-free and ad-supported products at the same time. For any set of mutually exclusive products, you must create a product exclusivity group. In fact, this is a certification requirement. Now I'm going to walk you through the creation of a new product and purchase options. On the product list, first click Add Product Group, add a product from the product list page. Then enter the product name. I'm going to call this Roku Developers Ad Free. Next, I'll enter the product ID, which is an internal identifier for the product. The product ID is used on a purchase option to identify the product. I'm going to use the product ID, Roku Developers Ad Free. It turns out I already had this, so I'm going to add a 1 here. Category video content. And for the internet, it comes pre-selected as internet require yes. There is also an add-on setting that is not covered in this demo. To use the add-on feature, partners need to use the new generic request framework channel store APIs. And for that, please refer to the documentation. There is also a product group setting, but we'll create that later on, and we'll add our new ad-free product. Now click Save and Create Purchase. Before creating the purchase option, let's recap. A purchase option specifies the billing period, monthly, quarterly, or annual, a price, and any offers. Okay, so now I am on the dialog box that to select the purchase option type. First, you need to select the type of purchase option to be created. In our case, we are selecting subscription. The same product can also be offered as a one-time purchase or one-time purchase consumable, like for TVOD. Then click Continue. Next, we need to configure Next, we'll configure the purchase option details. I need to select the channel where the purchase option is offered. I only have one. From the product list, you select the product. In my case, Roku Developers Ad-Free is already pre-selected. And then we enter the display name for the purchase option. It's really important to note that this is the name that is displayed to customers in the channels, on-device purchasing flow, and subscription emails sent by Roku. The name can include letters, numbers, spaces, and punctuation marks, and can be a maximum of 50 characters. The product name should include the name of the app, and it should make it easier for customers to identify the product. So in our case, I'm going to name it Roku Developers Ad-Free. Now we need to enter the publisher SKU or some other unique identifier for the product. I am going to use Roku Developers Ad-Free Monthly. The SKU is used in the Roku Pay APIs and reporting. It cannot be changed after you publish the purchase option. Now that I entered the details, I'm going to enter the billing information. I'm going to select a monthly plan with $9.99 for $9.99 with a 7-day free trial. First, I need to select whether to use monthly, quarterly, or annual. I'm selecting monthly. And for the price, I'm going to select price tier 10, which is for $9.99, which represents the $9.99 price. For offers, I'm going to select a free trial with 7 days. And we are done creating the purchase option. So I'm going to click Publish. I'm going to click Review and Publish to make sure that it's configured the way I want. Now, after I review, I click Confirm. Okay, so now I have my new purchase option for the Roku Developers Ad-Free. I created the ad supported before. So now I'll go to my ad-free monthly purchase option, and I'm going to select create a similar purchase option for the ad-free annual plan so that I have two purchase options. So basically it cloned the ad-free monthly purchase option, and all that I have to do now is come here and change this to annual. Change the SKU, right, to annual. The billing period I'll set to annual, and price I'll set the regular price to 100, price tier 100 for that represents $99.99, and I'm not going to select any offers. So one thing to notice is that there is now a quarterly option, but to use the quarterly option, partners need to use the new generic request framework channel store APIs. So that's not covered in this presentation. So please refer to the documentation. So I'll set it back to annual, and I'm going to do a review and publish. So after I review everything okay, I click confirm. Okay, so now we have our products, purchase options created. Let's go to the product group and create our group. So on the product group, I clicked create product group, and now we'll click the add to group for our add free and add supported products on the left side. So this adds the products in a group pane on the right. And now in the product group name box, we'll enter a descriptive name for the group that makes it easier for me to identify. For example, I'm going to name it Roku Developers Add Options Group. And then click Save. So now my products are grouped, and I can review them here. Now that we've gone through a product and purchase option creation, let's look into some Catalog 2.0 features. First, let's look at limited time offer. You can schedule a limited time offer to provide customers with a free trial or introductory pricing for a specific time. For example, a promo price for the next 3 weeks. To do this, click on the Action button and then click Add a limited time offer on the shortcut menu. At this point, a new dialog box is displayed to enter the details of the offer. In the limited time offer ID, enter an internal label that makes it easy to identify the offer. I am going to use July 29, 1 year half price. Then select the offer type. In this case, it's introductory price with the 1 year duration. And the duration is 1 year. And the price is going to be price tier 50 for 50% off, which represents $49.99. And finally, select the offer start date and end date. All times are in the local time zone, Pacific time for me, and the end time is inclusive. So I'm going to select July 29, 12 a.m. and end date, I'm going to give it 3 weeks. So that's going to be August 19. So now that I created my limited time offer, I'm going to click review and publish, where I have a chance to check if everything is created as I expected, and now I can click publish. Okay, so that was a limited time offer. Now we are going to show you schedule a price change. In the new catalog, you are able to schedule price increases and decreases. And it's important to know that you can apply price changes to just new subscribers or to both new and existing subscribers. And if you increase the price for existing subscribers, you must give them a 30-day notice. To schedule price change, click on the Action button for the purchase option. Then click on the Schedule price change. And the current price for the new customers is displayed. Enter the new regular price. I am going to enter 12, which increases the price by $2 for each customer. Then I'm prompted for the effective date. I select August 1st. If I click review and publish now, the price increase is only for new users. If we want to apply the price to existing customers as well, select the apply price increase to current customers checkbox, and then schedule the effective date of the price increase. The select date must be 30 days after the current users are notified of the price change. In this case, I'm going to notify the customers today, so they can get the effective price on the 28th. We all set. We can click the review and publish button to schedule the price change. Now, there is a last opportunity to review the changes, and here there is a checkbox to acknowledge that the partner is going to send the messaging to their customers in accordance to the law. So I click here, confirm, and then now I have a price schedule. So notice that this is displayed here, and if you click on the details, it will show that there is the regular price, and there is scheduled price increase for customers on August 1st and scheduled for existing customers on August 28th for price tier 12. Okay, so that's it for scheduled price changes. And there is a note that for price decreases, it takes effect immediately for both new and existing customers. Now we are going to talk about cancellation offer, which is a new feature in Catalog 2.0. You can create a cancellation offer to give a discount on a product to retain a user who wanted to cancel a subscription. To do this, click on Add a Cancellation Offer on the shortcut menu. So we are going to add a cancellation offer, and a new screen is displayed to enter the details of the offer. In the cancellation offer ID, enter an internal label that makes it easy to identify the offer. I am going to use August 1st, 3-month, 70% off. Enter the price duration. I'm going to select 3 months. And the discount price tier 3, which represents $2.99 US dollars. Next, there is an eligibility section with rules that can be applied to select which users are eligible to receive the cancellation offer. I'm going to leave the rules empty, which means that all users are eligible for the cancellation offer. I could have selected here and selected United States, but I'm going to leave it blank. Next section is to allow a promotional image to be added. I am going to add a placeholder image that I have. So this is the Roku developer's image. It has to be in a certain format. Please refer to the documentation. And then you also need to enter the subscription terms. So this is going to be displayed in the subscription terms when the user sees the cancellation offer. I am going to also enter a placeholder text. Continue to enjoy Roku developers' content for the next 3 months. But if there is legal terms, if there are terms that the product teams or legal teams find necessary, please enter those here. And now I'm going to select the start and end time. All times are in the local time zone, Pacific time for me, and the end time is inclusive. So I'm going to select August 1st, and end time is going to be for 3 weeks, I said, right? Price duration the price duration is for 3 months, but so let me select it for a month. So from today until, let's say, September 1st. Now we are all set. We can click the review and publish, where I have a last chance to review. And now I can publish the offer. So like the schedule price change, you can see the cancellation offer details is available here. And I forgot to mention, for schedule price changes and for this, you are able to edit some fields in the cancellation offer. You're not able to edit the offer ID, but you can change terms, you can change start, end time, things like that. You can add pictures. There are up to 6 promotional pictures that you can use. And this concludes this part of the presentation. I wanted to show you how the cancellation offers also is displayed for the user. Let me go to another account where I have it set up. I have a purchase, and I'm going to show you what happens when the user tries to cancel. So this is something I purchased before, and I created a cancellation offer. So when I go and try to cancel my offer, turn off auto renew, confirm change. At this time, the cancellation offer is displayed. So this is you can here, I have a placeholder image, but you can have some images that promote your channel up to 6, your channel and this subscription, this content, up to 6 images. And here is the subscription terms. So this is how it's displayed for the user that is displayed to users when they try to do a cancellation offer, so we can recover these users with the cancellation offer. Okay, so this concludes the presentation, and now we are going for the Q&A section.
All right. Thank you so much to Sally and Dennis. So we're going to kick off the Q&A session. The link to the Slido, if you guys want to ask your questions. Thank you so much for those who've already entered their questions. We've got quite a few. The link to the Slido is in the Zoom chat. So, I can read that out to you guys. It's goroku.com catalog-webinar-QA. That's goroku.com catalog-webinar-QA, and that is in the Zoom webinar chat. All right, so we've got Sally, Dennis, and Jijo joining us to answer all your guys' questions. So we've got a couple. Let me just highlight these on the screen. Give me 1 second. I want 1 second on my setup here. I want to make sure that I've got the questions highlighted as we read them off. There we go. Let's see if that worked. Well, it didn't. But that's okay. We're going to start anyway. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. First question from Amy. Does the catalog UI no longer show all supported currency in the price tier? In the video, she only saw the US currency when we were setting up the price tier.
You want to go, Dennis, or you want me to go?
Yeah, I can answer this. This is because the channel that I had, it's only in the US. If I added other countries, it would show the other currencies too. This was a shortcoming in the demo. So if I needed to add other countries, so that's something that is still works.
Cool. All right. Next question, another one from Amy. Why do we have to manually set up the limited time ID? Currently, it's automatically populated. How does this impact our back end?
Yeah, I can take that one. So right now we auto-generate the IDs. I don't think that would impact you guys, especially because you can have anything that is like, normally it starts with the ID, or rather than us generating it. Do you guys have a specific case that which it could impact on your side? What we have seen is it should not impact anyone. You should be able to have any text there. That's fine. So if you have any specific case, please let us know. This was actually we were giving like a little bit lenient for you guys to have a prefix if you want to have it, actually not prefix, suffix.
Okay. All right. From Franco, when scheduling price changes, is the default effective time 12 a.m.? Is this time adjustable?
It is, yes. You can click on that time and then change it based on the time zone or the time that which you want to go. But remember, if you're scheduling it yeah, please be cognizant on when it needs to go live, and please be cognizant on based on your time zone.
Cool. All right, next question. To confirm, when doing price decreases, the changes go into effect immediately. Can these also be scheduled?
Yeah, it's scheduled now. Right now, if you look on the catalog 2.0, it's scheduled. You can go and schedule for a future date.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. For cancellation offers, does Roku provide the base logic for identifying the customer experience, the customer to receive an offer? And I mean, yes, obviously on the back end, we're taking care of the logic to identify whether the customer should receive an offer. That's built in with the catalog. You get that for free.
Yeah, yeah. And as we demonstrated, there is also some logic that you can set when you create the cancellation offer to further do some selection, some filtering, right, on the users that gets these offers.
Excellent. Okay. About the cancellation offer, is it mandatory to put a start and end date, or can we not include the end date if it is an offer that will be permanent?
Well, you can put a long duration, right, for the end date. You have to specify an end date. And then also you can edit the end date. If you can extend it, you can shorten it. So not only for the cancellation offers, but for the limited time offers, now you can edit the end date after it's active.
Excellent. All right. Next question. How do offers and discounts differ from device activation promos or retail offers? Do these need to be scheduled differently?
I think until and unless Dennis understand, we might need a little bit more input to identify this.
I
I would
think,
imagine probably they are mentioning the ISU, and is that what it is?
yeah, so I assume that for Jocelyn's asking about, we're talking about activation promos, that would be referring to instant sign up, which is one of our main discovery features. But yeah, so I think it's referring to instant sign up. The retail offers, I think those are more like with hardware purchases.
Right. In those cases, yes, this has to be scheduled separately. Correct.
And then if you're not, Jocelyn, if you're not on instant sign up, you can work with your partner manager, or you can contact Roku Partner Success to see about whether your channel, if it's not involved, if it's eligible to participate. That's definitely a good program that you want to be involved in. But if you're already part of it, then it's handled separately. But definitely relies on the product catalogs. That's where we pull all the prices and SKUs from. So let's see if we are currently, oh, there we go. We've got another. Okay, another question. If there's an issue, if we have promo scheduled or ongoing and we upgrade to the new dashboard, what happens to the existing promos that are ongoing?
That's a very good question. Sally, do you want to go ahead?
Oh, no, I was going to mention that if you have offers, like I assume you're talking about maybe limited time offers, that would just carry over as expected in 2.0 if you were to migrate from 1.0 to 2.0. Did you have something to add there?
No, we were just, yeah, it's the same. Like, it should get migrated right now. But if your promotions are on base offers, probably we'll recommend you to move it to the time limited offer or the scheduled offer before you migrate. That's the only thing, because base offers may not be editable after the migration. So we recommend you to move it to to a time limited time offer before you migrate. That's just a recommendation.
Okay. What happens with ongoing price changes prior to the catalog 2.0 upgrade? Should we wait until after scheduling price changes? Should we wait after scheduled price changes are complete before upgrading?
So this is you change the price on the developer portal, then it should just get migrated. There should not be any issue on it. But we would strongly recommend, if you have an upcoming price change, then please hold on for the price changes until you migrate. Sorry, do you want to add anything on it?
Yeah, I think if you have it ongoing as in it's already scheduled, then we can wait until after or until that is completed to do the migration. But if you are planning for one and you are able to migrate, you can just go ahead and migrate earlier on. Then you'll be able to change or set the price increase for new and existing customers yourself directly on the portal. So that might be a more convenient option.
Okay. More on the migration of offers. Free trial intro offers, as an example, would they be automatically transferred, or do you mean we need to reset them up as limited time offers?
We recommend you to reset them to the timed offers, because the offers which you already have, the intro offers which you will have, get migrated. But in the later point, if you want to delete those offers, or if you want to edit those offers as it works on the 1.0, may not work. It will not work. So that's the reason that which we recommend you to migrate to timed offers. before you migrate, or move to timed offer before you migrate.
Okay, about the price increase, it can only be done for new subscribers or for the whole base. And if it can be done for the entire base, will we receive any information in the recurrence event informing that the price increase occurred in that recurrence?
I mean, I can answer the first part. Yeah, for the price increases, you have the option to increase it for either new users or new users and existing users. So you just won't be able to increase it for existing users in that group alone. So again, the options are either new users only or new and existing users. I think second part of the question, do I need information about the recurrent? I'm not fully sure what that is. I don't know, Dennis, Tijo, if you have input on that.
So as the same way, like, when the price goes up, you probably have to track it based on, like, the notifications that which you receive from us and also from the reports. There is no explicit event that which we will be notifying partners that which, like, the price increase has been taken effect. It needs to be tracked from the reporting or from our push notifications.
Well, we have a clarifying question. So are you saying we need to reset up all the SKUs current base offers to limited time offers? For example, just a 7-day free trial a monthly. This is a regular plan plus base promo we offer. Are you suggesting we set that offer as a limited time offer?
Yes. Again, okay, I see, Semi. So it might be based on your use case. Like, if you are permanently doing that base offer, then it is fine. You can migrate it, and it will be always available with your product. If that's not the case, and if it is if you are using that as a or if you disable that offer time to time, then you need to migrate it to a time limited offer. If you are off, if your base offer is always glued to your offer, then you can permanently. Okay, maybe let me rephrase it. So when you set a base offer, if you disable it time to time to work around for a time limited offer, then you should migrate it to time limited offer, and then you should move it to time limited offer and migrate. If your base offer is always available for your product, then you don't have to move that to a time limited offer. You can migrate and it will be always available with your base offer.
Yeah, and the reason for that being is because in the 2.0 space, you can't modify base offers for the base prices. So when you go from 1.0, let's say you have an existing base offer set at $10 and you migrate to 2.0, you can't now modify that price again. So again, it's just like Gijo says, if you plan on keeping that there permanently, then that is fine to just migrate as is. But if you plan to change it, recurringly or even, after the migration, then since you won't be able to, we recommend or we require or we suggest that you create that into a time limit offers before the migration so that you are able to edit that freely once migrating to 2.0.
Okay. Let's see. It's some good questions so far. I'm going to say last call for questions before we wrap things up. I guess while we look for any last minute questions, a reminder that shortly after we're done here, we will post this webinar on our YouTube, the Roku Developers YouTube channel, the developer portal, and the Roku Developers channel that you can watch on your Roku streaming device. And also, might as well, while we have you here, we have the Developer Summit coming up September 16th and 17th. So make sure you register for that. That's going to be a really great show, as always. We have our traditional Roku Scene Graph, developer tools panels, the always very popular Roku Community Tools session. We have a new app performance session this year. And we also have like a couple other fun external presentations coming up from the community. So we're super excited. You guys, please go register. You can go find the registration link on the Roku Developers blog, the Roku Developers Slack channel, I think LinkedIn. We're getting something posted in the developer dashboard as well shortly. So love to have you guys there. Let's see, no other questions. So with that, I think we're going to wrap things up. I thank you all very much for attending. And look for the replay if you need to share this video with folks. And I thank you all very much for attending and hope you guys have a great Monday. Thank you and take care.
Thank you.